Welcome to a brand new episode of Too Far Talk. I'm Dom Dale the Nooch, and I'm with
Jersh, my baby.
It's Jersh. Jersh, how are you?
I'm doing good now, Daddy. Yeah, thank you. What flavor is that?
Creamsicle?
Orange cream.
Yeah, orange cream.
That sounds like a Trump porno.
Okay.
All right, starting off strong. I hope our listeners have been doing well. I hope you've been eating your celery sticks with peanut butter and raisins, drinking your Sprite, diet Sprite for some of us. You know, I'm trying to work on these man titties a little bit, trying to reduce them as best I can. I'm actually getting into the point where I'm like an A for teens, so I'm pretty proud of myself on that.
Hey, good job.
Thank you. The trick is to not eat or drink things that are unhealthy as I drink my icy.
What kind?
It's a fucking Coke cherry one.
I mean,
the Friendlies down the road.
Classic.
Yeah, the Friendlies down the road. Their icy machine has been broken for the last 5 years. I feel like they finally got it fixed, and because of that, they're now bringing in a profit to that gas station. Because I'm pretty sure 90% of the time, those fuckers are what people are buying. They're not even buying gas or scratch offs.
Do they have a lot of flavors?
No, they got 4. 5 technically if you just get the plain Coca-Cola. It's like one of those Coca-Colas with cherry, strawberry, mango, and I forget the other flavor because probably vanilla. Probably something disgusting.
Man, Murphy's has a huge selection of... I mean, do they?
Do they? Do they though? I feel like Murphy's, it's like a good selection, but it's the worst quality fucking ices.
Yeah, but... yeah.
Yeah. Like I want my
they're
quality.
Cheap.
Yeah, they're cheap.
They're cheap.
They are cheap. You can buy like a 74 ounce for like $1.25.
What happened to ices? Like no one, like people just kind of.
What are you talking about?
I mean, people still love them, but I'm saying like nobody really started giving they stopped giving a fuck about ices. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is? Fucking West Coast, Best Coast coming in hot with their Slurpees, just dicking over icy. I mean, this poor little polar bear mascot just getting fucked constantly.
Why is there always 5 flavors of icy?
Maybe they don't want to overcomplicate things, man. You ever think of that?
A whole orange cream right here, that'd be good.
Yeah. They also have that Swedish fish flavor that's fucking... They have this sour watermelon.
Who wants Swedish fish? You?
I'll fuck with it. I'll put it in my mouth. I put weirder things in my mouth. It tastes
like red crayons.
I don't give a shit. I'm a Marine, baby. I love crayons.
And if anybody missed the episode of the me trying the what was that, squirt?
So good, right?
You'll kind of get a hint of his and
my taste profile. Palette. Yeah, my profile for tasting things. Fun fact though, my mouth is finally recovered from my squirt escapades I went on. I went like a 2-week binge of drinking squirts every day.
So you drink about 14 squirts.
Pretty much. And right now my teeth have reduced in size, so my teeth are smaller.
That is terrible.
It's pretty bad.
Not the sugar or anything.
It's just the grapefruit.
Just the fact that you could drink that.
My body is getting grapefruit and it just wants to reject it, and I refuse to follow what my body's trying to tell me to do.
Whoa, it's your boy Dom here. Let me interrupt. Before we go any further, I want to talk about how in this episode of Too Far Talk, we were able to spread our creative wings. And in doing that, I have kind of turned this episode into a radio podcast. A radio podcast is a radio show and a podcast all tied in one. And I hope you enjoy it. So the first song is called Is This Really Happening by Track Tribe. And enjoy.
And I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure. But one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be in a dozen, the other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen, the other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen, the other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
Here's the thing. I am apparently Hispanic to some degree. I do not speak Spanish.
Okay.
I have a terrible accent.
Okay.
When I do get excited or mad, my actual accent will come right back out. No one really knows what I sound like.
Which actual accent?
Exactly. Because
Like,
no one knows what I sound like. On my YouTube channel, I sound like I'm from fucking New York or just from like the upper northeast somewhere.
anyways.
What?
Anyways.
Oh, yeah. Anyways. Today we're going to be talking about anal sex, baby.
I mean, you're pretty good with impressions. I remember when we first met, we used to walk around your apartment complex
Yeah.
for exercise.
Yeah.
And we would try to do impressions, and I can't do an impression.
You do a good Uncle Grandpa.
I do a great Uncle Grandpa.
It's really good. It's kind of scarily good. Like, I can probably do a Pizza Steve if I worked on it. That's about it. That's it, folks. I got Pizza Steve. You're welcome.
But you did a really good Ninja Turtle.
Which one?
I think you did all of them.
They all sound the same.
I mean, kind of, but they have like different mannerisms and different tones.
Donatello, you're good at fucking computers. Raphael, you're the mean one. Michelangelo, you're the stoner one.
Have you heard about the graphic novel, The Last Ronin?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Here. I got to preface?
Preface?
Sure.
Sure.
I got to preface something.
English is hard.
English is fucking difficult. Dude, ask anyone from India. That shit ain't easy.
Ask anyone who don't.
Doesn't-
Ask anyone who speaks and doesn't speak English. English is stupid.
English is kind of dumb. Anyway, if you guys see me take deep breaths, I'm getting into, not over, but I'm getting into a cold. Hopefully it's just pure blown AIDS or COVID that I'm breathing into my best friend's face. Because we share everything, obviously, right? Dom? Fucking look at me like that.
I mean, you got tested yesterday.
I did. It came up negative. Before anyone worries about how irresponsible of a human being I am. I know I'm irresponsible. You don't have to take it out on me.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel you. I mean, I think it was just allergies, maybe. Cause
It's just hay fever.
you never know.
You never know. It could be AIDS. What a crazy way to find out. Like, could you imagine, like, Dom, I have the test results. I'm on the podcast telling all of your subscribers, like, full blownsies. It says right here, look, full blownsies. It's the only thing on there.
Last Ronin.
Last Ronin. I like the idea of, because the whole point of Ninja Turtles is, like, making them into this dark, edgy, fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. I like the idea of like Raphael or Leonardo or one of the characters. Not Donatello, because he would fuck up. He would die issue 1.
No.
Issue 1.
I want Donatello.
Stick shoved right up his ass.
No, I want Donatello.
Ah.
I want Donatello to be.
He would have gotten killed by like a third tier villain too.
If they
Bayou Billy would kill him.
If they told the story right, they can make Donatello be badass. He's smart.
He's hacking and he's stealing crypto and shit like that.
He's smart.
He's making NFTs.
I mean, whenever everyone else is ready to jump into a fight, he's just always like, "Hold up, guys.
Whoa, guys, hold on. Should we be doing this?"
I mean, why wouldn't he be the last?
Raphael's just like beating a homeless person to death.
He'd be the first one to die.
Who, Raph?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he'd be going out like a badass.
Okay.
He'd be the kind of dude that would he'd pop his head in his shell and shove a live grenade in there. Be like, I'm doing this for my brothers.
But yeah, Last Ronin is supposed to be about the last Ninja Turtle. Yeah. Out of all 4 of them, Donatello would be the one to survive because he ain't fighting nobody head on.
Is Donatello the last Ronin? Spoilers for the last Ronin. Is Donatello...
Is the book out?
I don't know. I don't keep up with this shit. What do you think I look like? Someone who keeps up with current events?
It is out, I think so, because they're making a game out of it.
Okay. That's... What would it be like? Like Tenchu? Like fucking stealth ninja
so
shit?
The guy, I don't know if he's a developer or I don't know what he's doing, but he's getting inspiration from God of War.
Wait, which God of War?
Like Ragnarok. And,
okay. So the new rebooted Kratos dad bod going on. Yeah. Yo, by the way, dude, if we ever had kids, which I'm not gonna have kids, but when you have kids, I would love if you did the Kratos bod, just work. Actually, I would love if you just came in.
That's my body goal. Like right
that's
now,
your body goal is Kratos.
As I'm working out, he's big.
Yeah,
but he's strong.
He's strong. He's got the dad bod.
I don't care about having abs and everything. I just want to be cut, I guess, and bulky.
I feel bad for younger kids because fun fact, I'm in my 70s. I feel bad for these younger kids because they have this like mentality of like being really lean, muscly. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
But there's something cool about just being like a dude that's definitely eating. Like, hey man, you get enough to eat? I'm like, no, I did not. But he's still got like the dad arms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The dad chest, dad back.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have abs, but for some reason this shit's hard. Like his belly is super hard. Like my dad's like a meatball.
But I just don't want this belly. I want a flatter belly.
We'll find you a new belly, dude.
But I want one like Kratos. Like
you want a Kratos belly?
Yeah, just
like
someone took a piece of steel and just said.
That would be, dude. If you do that on the podcast, I would love that.
Take a piece of steel.
Yeah, take it. I'd be like, wow, it's so cool.
I ain't gonna do that.
I got a fun story for you since we're on that topic.
Okay.
You want to hear it? Okay.
This second song is called James River by DJ Williams.
Are you guys ready for this one? So when I was deployed, first deployment, and I want to let everyone know I'm not trying to do the stupid fucking like, the world is this dark, terrible place. Yeah, Marine Corps stories. I'm not trying to do that.
No sad stories.
I don't want to do sad stories. I want to do the fun shit or just weird shit.
Anything that kind of stands out in a good way, or just something in a way that makes you go, all right. There's nothing that makes you sad. Because everyone wants to talk about sad things. And
sad shit gets views though.
Bad things that happen, while they're deployed, or sad things, or what they went through. And I get that, but people forget that soldiers also have regular lives. Yeah, we get into dumb shit. Yeah, like it's just you and your brothers pretty much hanging out trying to entertain.
And sisters.
But sometimes you don't get electricity. You said that on one of the episodes.
Yeah,
sometimes you don't get electricity.
Yeah, I went
electronics.
No, we didn't have shit. I went 3 months my first deployment without taking a shower. Like
nice,
just no showers. We had any water that we did get, we had to ration it off to using it just for like drinking, obviously, brushing our teeth, and couldn't really do laundry. You could, if you were lucky, you could squirrel away some water and use it for that. And you had like 1 or 2 people that would like squirrel away like a gallon or 2 of water, and they put in those little like solar like plastic bags so it would kind of heat up, warm up a little bit, and you would rinse off to take like a makeshift shower using that. Mm-hmm. But no, for 3 months I had to fucking like baby wipe my asshole and my balls and just all the nice bits of your body that you're just like every day. I don't know if anyone has ever done that. If you've ever done a baby wipe bath, it is the worst fucking feeling. Like you're looking forward to getting dirty again just so you don't have to feel gross from doing that. Like that's how bad it was. I was a mechanic. Like I was covered in all sorts of shit. Baby wipes just wouldn't cut it, folks. Couldn't use that shit. We didn't have like Gojo and stuff to like scrub off because you had nothing to rinse it off with. But yeah, anyway, different times. My story is my first deployment, the same FOB, which is the little forward operating base that I was stationed at. It was Delrom 2 because there was Delrom 1. They had showers, but we didn't get to use them. But no one wanted to fucking do a convoy out there just to take showers.
How far was it?
It was like maybe 5 or 10 miles away. Like it was an insultingly close distance for here. For in the States, that would be like, well, that's really close. In Afghanistan, like 5 miles, that's like feels like maybe a 2-hour convoy.
Dangerous?
It can be, yeah. Like we would get motored and rocketed and shit like that on Delrom too, but we never worried about anyone doing like an incursion or like a raid on the base or anything. So it was pretty chill on that. You get to see like how bad Afghani's aim is just when it comes like Taliban fucking trying to aim at you with rockets and motors. It's just they never hit anything. I think the worst thing they got close to hurting somebody was they launched a rocket, and these were like these shitty little Chinese or Pakistani rockets, wherever the fuck they get them from. It'd be funny if they got them from us, like American made rockets. But they shot the rockets, and they shot like maybe 3 or 4 of them. It wasn't a lot. And there's a row of porta shitters like off to the side of like a berm, which is like a little sand wall. That was like our walls, basically. They had like barbed wire on top. Mm-hmm. And there was like a row of 12 porta shitters. And the rocket, there was an ANA, Afghan National Army guy, like an Afghan soldier, like our side, and they are what they are. They're okay. They did a lot of dumb shit, but the rocket hit. The guy was in one of them. And the rocket impact flattened out like 7 of the porta shitters, and it blew up like 2 or 3 of them. He was in the end one. So his didn't get flattened, but it got rocked. And he ran out with his like trousers down, his ankles, just everything just showing. And he was like 200 yards away from like one of our like little concrete bunkers that they built. And they had like sandbags and shit on top of them. But the dude ran out. This motherfucker was covered in shit, just smeared in feces. He was running towards our bunker, and we were all directing him away from, no, go over there, go. We directed him to the bunker right next door, which had the other ANA guys, and as soon as he got in, we saw them physically throw him out of the bunker, yelling at him. So, and he was freaking out, but the good thing was, number 1, he didn't get hurt. Number 2, there weren't any other rockets. That was the last rocket that hit the inside of the FOB. And number 3, we eventually got the porta shitters replaced. But
That's
after
good.
after that though, those were the only porta shitters on the base. So we had to do the wag bags, it's just a plastic bag that you shit in, and we had piss tubes, which is basically what you think it is. It's just a tube that's run through the dirt, like a few feet below the surface, so it doesn't affect like groundwater and shit to a degree. Mm-hmm. So you're not poisoning people with your piss. Because we drank a lot of Rippets, and that shit is that. I'm pretty sure my piss was corrosive for every deployment I went on. But
just Rippets,
just Rippet. Yeah, I didn't drink water. No, they just had Rippets. It's to the point where if I see a Rippet in the wild today, I get physically sick.
Is Rippets the ones that has like the soldier thing on it?
Yeah, they have shit like that. Because I don't know how Rippet won. They must have been the cheapest contract. That's probably how they won. But
it's like, can you make sure you can get these cases to Afghanistan all the time?
Yeah.
We get our own plane.
Yeah,
we just drop them in.
Shit, I'll deliver them myself. I don't care. But
how'd y'all get things like that?
It would just get flown in, fucking driven in.
Like cargo plane.
Yeah, Pakistan would send shit over. We did contracts. So you'd have like a contract to Pakistani truck company to run supplies from Pakistan to Afghanistan. You do contracts with like shipping companies and shit. A lot of people don't know that, man. Like there's a lot of third-party civilian work that goes on in a war that a lot of people are constantly profiting off of. Everyone thinks it's just the military complex. Like, no, it's like a shipping company that's owned by like 2 dudes. They're making $1 million a month or some crazy shit.
So even at these shitty little camps with no electricity, no running water, no...
We had Rippets. we definitely had MREs and Rippets.
Didn't have water for showers, but
no.
Damn it, you could stay awake.
Yeah, I was always jittery and awake and stinky the whole deployment. It was great. But no, so I got into like lifting weights. Like, because we didn't have anything else to do.
Man, lifting weights.
Me lifting, my little doughy ass lifting weights. So I was like getting amped about it.
I would love for you to lift weights now.
No, and you'll see why. But
there's just a lot in life that we'll never know. Just like this next song by Track Tribe. I'm giving you Guess I'll Never Know.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out
So I was like lifting, I was getting gains and shit. Like we didn't have, we jerry rigged shit. So we had a welder with us and he welded our own bench set out of scrap metal and shit like that.
Okay.
And that was scary because you'd always be worried about like a shitty weld joint snapping while you're bench pressing like 120 pounds.
Trust, brother.
Yeah, but you couldn't get a lot of weight because it was all scrap metal, you know?
Yeah.
So you were kind of stuck. So one of our guys, he had a family member mail out to one of the bigger bases and it got brought to us through a convoy. These little like straps for like your own body weight being used for it.
Yeah, kind of resistant bands.
Yeah, like resistant bands. And he was cool. He was a corporal, so he would share it with us. Like I was at E3, I was a lance corporal at the time, so he shared it with us, and we were all just kind of like working out and shit, and we were all getting gains and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna be like a short, little, strong guy. It's gonna be great.
Nice.
And yeah, I was all amped. So this was the 3rd month into my first deployment. I'm on Delron 2, and I'm working on a truck, and I have my coveralls tied off like halfway down, because they're long sleeve coveralls and like they were catching on the sleeves on the truck and I didn't want to rip them or fuck up my arms or something. So I tied them off. So, you know, regular t-shirt, kind of like this, just green skivvy shirt. And I hear someone in the background like, hey, yo, mommy, hey, yo. It's just like fucking shitty whistling for me. And I'm like, oh, dude, there must be like a hot chick walking around. That's awesome. And I look around and I don't see anyone. I'm just like, that's weird. And I keep hearing it, but it's coming closer. Like, yo, 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 yo. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I get out from the truck I'm at, and I look to the other side, because I was in like the wheel well area, changing out a starter, I think. So I went to the other side, like pop out, go to the other side. I look, there's nothing there. I look around again, and it was a dude from my blind side. I couldn't see him. It was a dude, and he was talking to me. And I was like, what? Like, I turned around, I was like, what? He's like, he was within like maybe 50 feet at this point, and he realized I was a guy. And he's like, oh, shit. Dude, I thought you were a girl.
Did you have long hair?
No! Dumb. That was another thing, too. We didn't have a barber on Delron 2, so we were cutting our own hair, which is dangerous, by the way. Don't do that shit. That's a good way of, like, you're sharing clippers and shit. You can get ringworm and nasty shit on your head. But we did have a Marine that was, he's cut hair in the past, but he wasn't a barber. So all he could do really was like shave your fucking head. But he did have like, he went to the docks, the corpsman, and he let them know like, hey, I want to be able to cut our hair and shit. Can you guys give us something to disinfect, you know, my clippers that I brought with me? And like, yeah, we can give you that. So we never had ringworm or nothing to worry about or lice or anything, because he knew how to disinfect it. He was really good on that.
Nice, good job.
Yeah, and they were free haircuts, which you can't pass that up.
Yeah.
But you were always covered in hair because you couldn't really wash your fucking head off. You baby wipe hair. So every day I'd have like little scraggly hairs. But no, so like, but that's not weird in the Marine Corps to find a female Marine with like a buzz cut hair. Like that shit happened.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's nothing against them doing that.
He just thought your body was a woman's body?
Yeah, because I had my shit tied off and I was like working out, and I got a pigeon chest, so like my sternum pops out. It's like the opposite of like a sunken. You've seen a sunken chest before, right? Where it's like caved in. Yeah. So mine goes out. It's like a barrel chest or like pigeon chest. That's what I call it. I feel you. Yeah. So when I was working out, I had like fucking nice like man pec titties going on because I had the barrel chest. And the dude like thought I was a chick, and I was like, dude, no, I'm a guy, man. He's like, oh my God. Dude, I thought you were like a bodacious babe. And he said bodacious babe to me. And I was like, dude, how long have you been out here? Like on deployment? He's like, dude, this is like my 6th month. How long have you been out here? 3 months. So he stood awkwardly there for like a good minute. And he was like, so what are you up to? No, we're not having a conversation. I was like, hey, look, man, I haven't been here long enough to even think about doing something I'm going to regret later. So can you fucking leave, please? He's like, yeah, man, whatever. She's like, it's not my fault. You got the body of a bitch. You know? And after that, I was like, I don't want to work out anymore. I was so fucking disappointed with myself. I was like, I thought I was getting strong. Like, nope. I'm just getting more womanly. Like, it would be funny if I kept lifting and my ass gets nice and juicy and I got like nice thighs and shit.
I mean,
I got like a twink body from heaven or something.
I mean, with your short body, yeah, I can see that happening.
Thanks, Tom. My friend, everybody, my best friend is like, yeah, man, you got a nice little fuckable bod. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry for that one. But
Damn.
yeah, so that's shitty for a lot of short guys in general when they try to work out. Because have you seen short rip people before?
Yeah.
It's a weird fit. It's really weird. Because number one, when you get ripped, you look shorter, which is fucked up. That's like an optical illusion that I hate. Because think about it, you're still short, but you're getting wider now. So now you look more like a cube. Like I'm more of a square. I'm like SpongeBob SquarePants, basically.
Damn.
But
yeah.
But it's fucked up because we're so short. We got short legs. So when we work our legs out, guess what gets big? Our thighs. All right. Guess what else gets nice and toned? Our asses.
Yeah.
And guess what slims down? Our waists. And guess what widens? Our chest. So I'm literally describing like an hourglass figure.
Yeah.
It's just a short grown man. Like he's able to bench like 350. He's able to squat like 400. He's able to do all this crazy shit. But from behind, he looks like an oasis to a bunch of thirsty desert dwellers.
Next up is 10-Inch Spikes by Jeremy Corpus. You know what name is weird?
What?
Herb.
Herb?
Yeah.
Spelled Herb.
Yeah.
Herb.
Yeah.
Herbert?
Yeah.
My dad's middle name is Herbert.
That is, dude.
He's a Herbert.
I was thinking about that earlier. I was like,
Herbert.
Is that it? I was like, nah.
Yeah.
His name is something else.
Nope, it's Herbert. My dad lucked out on the naming convention, man. He fucking, what are we gonna name our son? Like Habit.
There's a song I was singing earlier, and he said herbs.
Herbs.
It was
KFC jingle.
No, it was Jimi Hendrix.
All along the Watchtower. Yeah, Jinx.
Yeah.
Give me another one of these. Son of a bitch.
Anyways, but yeah, and I said herbs, and I thought about how herb was spelled, and I was like, people who are named that, I wonder if people say herb or herb.
I'd like to think it's because of like British naming convention shit. It's like with British people saying like aluminum. It's aluminium. Aluminium, you see. Yes, we use aluminium in our soda cans. And I feel like herb would be herb. Yes, you see, you have to smother the baby with herbs and spices before you prepare them in the oven.
But even the name?
Yeah, even the name. Like, what's your name? Herb. The fuck's wrong with you? Like, no, nothing. I'm from Britain, you see. The United Kingdom, England, if you will.
See, there you go again with the impression. I told you, good at impressions.
No. I would, you know what I would really love, though? I would love to go with you to the gym, but I'm dressed in like a 3-piece, like, waiter or like a butler outfit, and I'm rocking like the little tiny rim glasses, and like my hair's slicked.
And you're standing there with a little towel.
Yeah, like I got the little thing, and I got like a silver tray, and it's got like fuck Ghost energy drink on it.
I keep putting my bottle of water on the tray.
Yes, yes, sir. It was quite amazing with that last set you did.
That would be amazing.
That would be great. I would love the looks you would get from people like, who the fuck is this guy? He's a YouTuber, very well loved and respected by the community. He's trying to innovate and relegate all of this information. Yes, I would love to do that just for a day.
I would need you talking like Alfred.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Mr. Wayne, I have your enema ready. I'm like, yes, Alfred, just be gentle this time. You weren't very gentle last. Yes, well, I don't worry, sir. Pulls out KY.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm warming it up for you, sir. I'm warming it up. Little bat enema. Shaped like a symbol.
I could pretend to be Bruce Wayne at the gym.
You could.
Just Bruce Wayne who lost himself because he lost Robin. And now he's back in the gym trying to get in shape.
He's trying to win Robin back.
I just need some Bruce Wayne money.
Dude, don't we all? Don't we all need some Bruce Wayne money? This equipment ain't cheap, Dom. We can't be. We need some Bruce Wayne money. I would love that. Can you imagine finding some Bruce Wayne money? Just a
little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
A bag that says Bruce Wayne money?
You know in your heart of hearts that it's drug money. Like you just wandered in some No Country for Old Men kind of shit where it's just like,
I would get it. Pay my taxes.
Pay my taxes. IRS. Well, first things first, paying the taxes. Next, what would you do?
How much money are we talking about? Bruce Wayne money?
Trillions? No. That's a ridiculous amount.
I think Bruce Wayne has like billions.
It's got to be a carryable amount of money. So maybe like $10 million.
Dude.
Two big, thick briefcases.
And what? Dude, that's a lot of money.
Do they make $1,000 bill? I feel like I'm a fucking retard. This is how poor I am, where I'm like, I'm sure they make $1,000 bill, right?
Maybe.
I don't
know.
What the fuck?
I've never seen one.
Let me see. I'm gonna look that up. Be entertaining for a minute, Dom.
We need Jamie.
We need Jamie.
Jamie, can you pull that up?
So anyway, no, I'm looking up. Is there $1,000 bill? So starting from here, $1,000 bill, because we can't afford a Jamie yet. So I'm getting $1,000 bill, U.S. tender. It is discontinued. There was a $500 bill, and there was a $1,000 bill, but it's not in print anymore. So $100 bills. $10 million in a couple briefcases.
Because nobody carries cash anymore.
That's another weird thing too. Yeah, I always feel like that dream of like finding a shit ton of money.
You can find a debit card.
Find a debit card.
Prepaid Visa card.
It's got the pin written on the back. It's the only way that you would get access to it.
So conveniently.
It hasn't been signed or anything either, so you just put your signature on it. You have the pin.
Go check it. There's $500 on it.
That would be my luck.
Next up, we have Dream It, again by Track Tribe. I haven't looked in an actual dictionary probably since high school.
Yeah. Can we call people that like to look in the dictionary a dictionary dick?
You like?
I'm a dictionary dick, bro.
You don't Google,
dude. When I was a kid, you know what? One of the first books my dad got me. It was a child's fucking dictionary.
Wow.
I don't know. Look at me. I don't fucking know.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I did. I had
All
nothing else. I was thumbing through and shit. I was like, this is cool. I thought I was a cool, badass, smart boy.
Yep.
All right. You know what it's like being a 6-year-old and having like an extended vocabulary of like a 45-year-old? It's not good. But anyway, yeah. So, guys, don't grow up in a sheltered family. That shit sucks. You grow up in a sheltered family. They're gonna give you child dictionaries to read.
I feel like your shelter and my shelter is very different.
Well,
we had different shelters.
You had an actual shelter.
Like a homeless shelter?
No, like an actual
shelter,
like a yeah, a shed. You had a tool shed. Like, this is your shelter now.
Are you calling me poor now?
No, I'm not calling you poor.
I'm just playing.
No, you poor piece of shit. My fucking friend.
I'm just a poor boy.
Nobody fucks me. Why didn't Freddie sing that?
Because
why?
He do be fucking.
He do be fucking. Yeah, man. Yo, do you think Freddie, like in the 80s, you think he was having a good time?
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just going through like San Francisco. Fucking,
oh yeah. I mean, if he wasn't having a good time, then
he's having a good time. A good time.
He got super STD.
He got the worst one you could possibly get, and he got it during a time when it first came out.
Yeah.
He got the first edition.
So there.
he got the shadowless holographic Charizard of diseases.
Next up, we have Royale, and it is by Josh Lippy and the Overtimers. So I've been going down TikTok on my For You page.
Nice.
My algorithm sent me this way. I guess because I like looking at, Los Angeles and Miami and big cities and like that. And I guess cities where squatting's allowed.
I love a good squatter.
Man.
In my YouTube channel, I deal with nothing but squatters, and I call them homeless, but they're not technically. They're squatters.
He has a lot of information on the homeless.
Yeah. But,
man, on the reels, there's some sadness going on in LA.
Yeah, no shit. no shit, man. Just fucking...
Like, it's sad that nobody talks about.
I really feel like...
and it kind of makes me not want to go.
No, I never want to go to LA.
I always wanted to go.
No.
I
go to Big Sur, somewhere nice.
I dream of Californication.
Yeah, you guys can't see it, but he pointed at the album on the wall. It's a Red Hot Chili Peppers album.
But yeah, I always wanted to go to California.
Yeah.
It always seemed like, this tropical, beautiful place. You can just go and smoke your weed. And I don't know.
Be left alone.
I feel like that's the place you're going to do all that, then it's going to be there.
So I got bad news for you.
Sitting on Santa Monica Pier, just, chilling.
Yeah, no. So my older sister still resides in California, and all I hear are horror stories from her. She's like, "Yeah, I was driving to Safeway and got to see a homeless woman take a shit on the side of the road." And I was like, "Why?" And they're like, "Well, she probably didn't make it to the bathroom." Cool.
She was just like, "Fuck it."
And I was like, "Side of the road? You mean like the actual sidewalk?" You're like, "Yeah, just right in the middle of the sidewalk." That's fucked to me. Because in Cali, man, there's sidewalk everywhere. It's not here in the deep south where if you find sidewalk, I treat that shit like a unicorn. I'm like, oh my God, sidewalk.
La Bay walks down here.
No one walks, which is fucking crazy to me.
Isn't
in
it?
Cali, like everybody walks everywhere, man. I walked to school and shit when I was in Cali.
There was this like preconception, I guess you'd call. Maybe.
Sure.
The right word.
We'll let the dictionary dicks deal with that one, boys.
That in my hometown,
yeah,
if you walked, you were poor, and people judged you if you were walking in town.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, in Cali, fucking, we knew everyone was poor, so it was okay to walk. It's like being rich in California is like probably like one of the most least gratifying things to be, because it's like you're rich in one of the most expensive states. So even though you're rich, your money doesn't really take it that far.
Wouldn't it make more sense to walk in small towns?
You'd think that, right? But like here in Georgia, like a rural small town will have 2 streets on it, and that'll have sidewalk for the most part, maybe on one side at least. And then you have like 80 square miles of rural dirt roads where the most of the population of the town's living in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's only 2 roads. Like, why can't we walk on them 2 roads?
I don't know, man. I like to think maybe people are worried that somebody will clip them with their truck or some shit.
Yes.
Getting clipped by a fucking golf cart. Yeah, a tractor.
Tractor going downtown, small town, USA.
Going 35. I love that. Dude, when I see a tractor hauling ass on the side of like a road, like a highway or something where the speed limit's 60 or 55 realistically, and it's just hauling. And I'm like, dude, I would love just to see this motherfucker hit a ditch wrong. I would love that. I know he would get hurt, and I would feel bad, but in the off chance he didn't, it would be amazing to see.
Are there trees on the other side?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely, like, he's getting fucked up.
If there ain't no trees on the other side, not here to recover.
No.
Them tractors can make it in and out of ditches. But if there's trees on the other side.
There's trees, baby. There's some trees there, bud. Oh, man. I just, when I see a tractor, I just get so fucking amped. I'm like an autistic kid that sees a train. Like, I just get like, tractor, tractor, tractor. And my girlfriend will just hate it.
Have you ever
driven a tractor?
Seen one.
Seen one. Like a big boy tractor?
In real life?
Yeah.
You touch one?
No. So disappointed.
We need to go to the expo this year.
What expo? What are you talking
about? Sun Belt Ag Expo.
What is that?
It's the expo for farm equipment.
That legit sounds
it's a really big thing around here.
I love the sound.
Schools have field trips there.
Bunch of ag kids and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, ag kids.
We're going.
Ag kid. Yeah, all right. I was always jealous of fucking.
It's coming up in like a month too.
When I was in high school, Dom, I was always jealous of fucking ag kids because they always looked like they were having a blast.
Man. Oh, we were.
Yeah,
we were.
You guys just got a bitch slapping cows and fucking shucking corn or whatever it is you guys did.
I'm sure my ag class was different than your ag class because you came from a bigger town or bigger city.
Yeah.
My ag class was small.
Yeah.
You know what we got graded on if we did work outside. My 11th grade year, I love that. My junior year, we built a whole cow barn.
What?
It was nice.
You did some Amish shit. I love that. Raising this barn.
My senior year, I kind of got away with getting away with a little bit less work because I was a senior. Mm. But when I wanted to dip,
yeah,
you know what dip is, right?
Is it chewing tobacco?
Kind of. You put it in your lip instead of chewing it.
Yeah. So I'm just being a dip.
Comes in the can.
Yeah. You got that skull wintergreen, baby.
I wanted to dip, and as long as you worked, then you're allowed to dip.
Yeah, work for this dip there, boy. Yeah.
I would work.
That chaw there.
My senior year, we would like digging trenches through the pecan orchard.
I love that. You guys are getting ready for the war with Russia.
For irrigation lines.
Sure it is. Teachers throwing landmines in the trash right now. That was for irrigation. Yeah.
Like
well, the blood's got to go somewhere.
We had to do a lot of stupid things, and if you use tobacco, then
Yeah.
you didn't get in trouble as long as you did the work.
That's such a southern fucking thing. I love it.
And also, you got graded if you did the work. So, like, if you went out there and you didn't just sit around,
yeah,
you got 100 for the day.
I love that.
There was a greenhouse out there.
It's so
There
good.
was a canning plant. We had to go help can stuff. For who? I don't know.
No one knows.
We were just canning things.
What if you were canning shit in the event of like a natural disaster or like
Who
nuclear
knows?
war? That'd be cool.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
it was an old high school.
Yeah. It has like a secret underground.
Old high
bunker.
school's been torn down,
Oh,
but
Rip.
the canning plant's still there.
Okay.
I don't know if they're still using it as a canning plant. But we went there and canned tomatoes. Random.
Just randomly canning tomatoes.
We went. What else? What else did we do?
Your teacher was replaced by an Italian man. He's like, hey there, you guys, you get the tomatoes and you put them in the can, all right? Okay.
No, it was more like, hi, my name's Mr. Blank.
Mr.
We're gonna go outside and do some work.
Mr. Schmuckatelli, the beautiful Italian name.
And there would be people who didn't work, but as long as they wasn't like causing a scene,
Yeah.
doing bad things,
Yeah.
they would at least get like a 75 for a day.
I like the fact that someone that's just got a shovel, but he's just doing this. He's just hitting the dirt.
People would do that just to look busy.
Just to look busy. I like the idea of looking busy and still getting shit for it. That's amazing.
Man.
Just skating through life.
You ever worked like a laborer's job, like construction or anything?
Yes.
That's all it is.
Yes.
That,
You just gotta act like you know what you're doing and act like you're doing it.
That's why it takes so long to get
That's why I was a mechanic for so long. I didn't switch jobs.
to get houses built.
Yeah. You guys,
Especially when you get paid hourly. Boy,
Yeah.
I can hammer the same nail for an hour.
yeah, I can too. I've done it before. But yeah, man, I like whenever we had like big mechanic projects while I was in the military to do, you only had like out of every unit, there's maybe one or two guys that are actually good mechanics. Then you got like 30% are decent, they like can do basic shit, and then the rest of them we're literally just banging hammers against a battery, just fixing stuff, just getting it into fixing stuff, pantomiming, screwing shit in.
Are you less of a car person now because of that?
Dude, I wasn't a car person from the beginning.
So how did you become a mechanic?
I was bored, Dom, and I chose it because they had a nice little bonus.
The song we're playing next is by our favorite group here on the podcast, and it is called As You Were, and by, you guessed it, Track Tribe.
I found out I was partially colorblind, and originally I was going in for Intel, and that had a nice big fat juicy bonus. But I was colorblind, so for some reason can't do Intel if you're partially colorblind. Then I was like, okay, I'll do helicopter mechanic. That had a $20,000 bonus. I'll do that. Can't do that. Partially colorblind. Are there any jobs? I'm talking to the recruiter. Are there any jobs available in the Marine Corps right now where it has a bonus and I can qualify for it? We have automotive mechanic. It has a $5,000 bonus.
Damn.
And that confused the shit out of me, though, because I was like, wait, you said I can't do Intel or a helicopter mechanic because I'm partially colorblind. That is correct. Why can't I do the automotive mechanic shit? I don't know. It's just
the way it is.
It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. Some things will always be the same.
That's wild. Intel, man, that'd been cool.
That would have been neat. I also
what
tried out
done?
Intelligent shit, probably.
I mean, like what?
as a partially stupid man, I don't even know.
I mean, you gotta remember, I'm playing through Call of Duty Black Ops.
You're dealing with Intel.
I'm
None of them are partially colorblind, by the way.
I'm sure it's very different Intel.
Yeah, I love how one of the characters has a fucked up, scarred face. He's allowed in. Me, I'm partially colorblind. No, get out. You can't read the files correctly.
We needed you to cut the aqua blue, not the teal blue.
Aquamarine, fuchsia. Get the fuck out of here. You don't even know what those are, do you? You big dummy. You big stupid eyeball having dummy head.
All right. Anyways,
Intel. I would be dealing with basically like troop movement shit, the logistics behind like getting shit done. Like you would be the guy that would be in charge of knowing where units are located at. And that's why you would get like because I had a secret security clearance, but anyone can get a secret clearance in the military. But no, you would be dealing with actual information that if it got in the wrong hands, now you have like the enemy knowing where troops are located at and like how many and what kind of gear they have and like what kind of ammo they're using and who's supplying them and where it's coming from. It's like all the who, what, when, where, and how.
Do you think you would have stayed longer than 8 years if
No. No, I still would have gotten out. I'd be more paranoid because I ended up getting to meet some Marines that were in Intel. Because the cool thing about being a mechanic, you're gonna be stuck around other jobs, other people doing shit. So I'd be around them, and they all were just very skittish, paranoid people. Like all of them, they're just like always looking over their shoulders, just always freaked out about shit. So. No, I'm happy I got to do the mechanic shit. I was never a car guy though. I learned literally from scratch, and that's cool. And now I know something, but I'm just never was into it. And to be honest, I don't know what the fuck I'm really into this day. I'm the kind of guy, dude, that will like I'll do a job, and I'll do it okay. I'm the 6.5, 7 out of 10 worker where everything I can do it. But I'm never going to be a master at it. I'm never going to be a 9.
I feel you.
Yeah. The jack of all trades bullshit that I hate.
Me too.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Next up, we have the Mini Vandals. This song is called The Key to Your Heart.
Dude,
I'm really good at starting projects and not finishing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing good with this shit, dude.
I mean,
the YouTube stuff.
It's alright, but
Proud of you, man.
I have a R2D2 and BB-8 model up there.
Right, yeah.
Because I was getting started on building this giant R2D2, right?
Yeah.
It was gonna be this robotic R2D2.
You could like beep boop and
yeah. And I was paying payments on it, right?
Yeah.
And it came in like a mystery box, so you didn't know what part you were getting next.
That's cool.
And it's a 2-year mystery box. And it was supposed to be like a robotic R2D2. Like, from this table, it probably been like that tall.
Okay, so about 2.5 feet tall, 3 feet tall, something like that. Like half of my body height.
But he would have had a webcam on him, so you can like put them in your house and use them as a security camera.
I like that.
You can make them animate like with your phone. Like
so it had like an app and shit. Then you could. Oh, dude, that's fucking cool.
And I just got tired of it. Like I got the first box, and I was like, okay, so what do I do with this? And sometimes you get box number 2 first. Yeah. And then you get box number 7. Yeah. So you can't do nothing with them until you get box number 3 and box number 8. And then eventually it all starts connecting together. Oh, okay. So for a while, you're just paying to get shipments of this shit
that you can't do anything with.
So
you're just stuck.
After about 6 shipments, I was like, I can't do anything with this shit.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at the full price, and it was like $2,000.
Right.
And I was like,
fuck.
Never mind.
I think that would have worked better if they just sent you a random part for that section, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, at least then you'd be like, okay, well, now the third one came in. Now I can put these pieces
together. Or at least send it box 1, box 2, and then wait the next month, do box 3, box 4, so you can at least put it together and see it coming together. Right.
There's no fun in getting 80 boxes worth of shit, and now you can finally start putting it together. Because by then you're doing you're turning it into like a normal model project. Yeah. Where it's like 4 or 6 hours of putting shit together. That's not fucking, well, it can be fun, but the whole excitement of like getting something one piece at a time, that sounds cool.
And then putting it together and then wait till next month. And then you're not overwhelmed with putting a bunch of pieces together because there's a bunch of electronics and stuff.
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like if someone was sending you a jigsaw puzzle, one piece at a time. Like,
where's it go? Figure it out.
I don't know. I don't even know what it's supposed to look like because they haven't sent me that part yet. So
there is an ultra level hard puzzle that I've seen before.
Was it like a 3D puzzle or something?
No, it was a puzzle that it doesn't even tell you what the picture is. You just gotta figure it out.
You just gotta guess?
You just gotta put things together and hope it goes together. It comes with border pieces, and once you get the border on, you better hope it's right.
You could fuck up the border pieces?
I mean...
Can you?
I mean, just like with different sides.
I guess you're right, yeah.
Like same colors.
That to me that feels like a fucking troll.
Because
that feels like if I was trolling my friends, I would send them that.
That box was like a painting of a wine bottle set. Okay. That had 2 wine bottles, 2 of the rolled up silverwares, like cloth or whatever, and wine, what do you call the wine glass?
A wine glass?
Is that what they call it?
I call it a wine glass.
Starts with S.
A snuffer?
No. What the fuck? It doesn't matter.
I don't even know.
I'm probably wrong.
Wine glass.
But yeah, anyways. And and some olives and shit like that. Okay, but you didn't know what the picture was. We cheated. We looked up all the options. that comes in that pack.
I feel like that's where the internet kind of fucks some shit up. Like, you remember how fun it was just being younger and not having access to a smartphone and just being stupid? Yeah. Just being dumb. How easy was it?
I made a comment last week about how we should disconnect from our phones. Yeah. It didn't go over well.
No, because you can go fuck yourself. I'm paying so many dollars a month for my phone plan. You can go kiss my ass.
I don't know, man. I just feel like
paying for this internet, dog. I'm definitely going to be using this shit.
I miss the days where people got limited access to the internet, like only when you get home from work or only when you get home from school. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know what you're saying.
Like getting on the internet was a treat when you go home. Like, I can get on MySpace and listen to my and do this on my. You thought about it all day long.
Exactly.
You didn't go out lunch and pull your phone out and change your Instagram.
No, you didn't do any of that shit. I remember being even a young Marine because I didn't have a smartphone. I had a regular flip phone.
Nice.
And the iPhone didn't come out till when? 2009?
Nah, man. First iPhone came out like 2007 or 6.
Okay.
Maybe even
I didn't see my first iPhone until like 2008 or 9.
iPhone. The first iPhone was just the iPod with calling capabilities.
Yeah.
Because the first iPod Touch and iPhone, same thing pretty much.
Yeah. But I remember what we had to do to communicate was talk to each other, and that shit sucks.
Talking about with your voice?
Yeah, with my voice normally.
Because
I could text, but goddamn, dude, I needed one of those like flip phone to the side things that had the keyboard on it.
I was good at talking to a crowd, like in class. I was really good at speaking out and being funny and like being random. But when it came to like one-on-one talking with people, I was not good at. And that's why I probably didn't have any girlfriends when I went to school, or like maybe that's why I had the same group of friends since elementary to past graduation.
I'll be honest with you, dude. When I was a kid, I was just a little shit. And that's why I didn't have a lot of friends. That's why I didn't have girlfriends. That's why I didn't have nothing, because I was an annoying piece of fuck.
I was annoying too.
I mean, I feel like everyone kind of is when we're young, but like I was bad. I was like a little shit-stirring asshole.
Were you like a nice, funny, or were you like an asshole?
I was an asshole. I was a dick.
Explain. Like, what'd you do?
So like, I was the kind of guy that made... Because I always picked on tall people, too. Because I had that little short, stupid mentality shit.
Yeah.
I had the Napoleon complex as a kid. I didn't grow out of that shit until I was like in my teens. And then even then, I didn't start becoming not wicked annoying until I was like maybe 22. Like, I was insufferable.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. Like, if you were...
That's about the year I started cracking. I was around 22, 23.
I feel like that's the years that everyone actually starts becoming like a decent enough person.
Because people give up.
Yeah.
Because 21 gets here and you're like, damn, what
next?
What next?
Oh, wait, nothing? Just worse?
Because your whole life you're waiting to turn, 10, and then you're waiting to turn 13, and then you're waiting to turn 15, and then 16, and then 18, and then 21.
And then after that, you had nothing to look forward to.
It's like, well, I guess
it's all downhill from here, man.
Look forward to 65 so I can retire. And at that point,
they change it to 70.
This next song is called Panda Paws, and it is by Aaron Lieberman.
A car is a weird concept.
How so?
You got this big old hunk of metal.
Yeah.
And it's heavy.
It is.
How much does the car weigh? Like 1,200, 1,500?
Well, nowadays, not that much, but... Well, I don't know, man. Like an EV car, I think feels like it weighs like what? Like,
feels like it?
I'm like jiggling the Tesla. That's about 2,000 pounds right there. So many kilograms. I don't know metric.
Them there Teslas.
Them there Teslas. Oh, shoot, you got you one of them there Teslas, eh? That's cute. Hashtag Boo caught me sleeping, you know what I mean?
Anyways, you got this big old hunk of metal.
Yeah.
And not counting electric motors. I don't know how it works with electric cars.
Mm.
But with regular combustion engines, is a bunch of explosions are happening inside one piece of metal.
Yeah, that's how internal combustion works.
That's making this huge piece of metal go that way.
Yeah,
and
make it go forward.
And then by using these pedals, you can make it go faster.
Yeah,
by having more explosions.
Yep.
And 2, you're just moving.
Yeah. Dumb.
Like you're going places.
I feel like you're having a stroke right now. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yo, you know what trips me out more though is the fact that like what you described is absolutely true, right? That's how a vehicle works.
Yeah.
And it can kill people very easily.
Very easily.
And we allow 15 and 16-year-olds to go in them. Like you're allowing somebody that got into a 3-hour argument because their favorite Overwatch character didn't get fucking a buff for the last season patch.
When I was about 16, I had to write a persuasive paper in school, and I had to persuade. Like I picked the topic. There's like 4 or 5 different topics you can write about.
Okay. And
I picked the topic where, if I could change like the voting age.
Oh hell yeah!
And
dude, fuck an 18-year-old voting, dude.
No,
we don't know anything.
At the time, I wanted to be lowered to 16.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was like, so
it would have been madness.
I was like, so if we're allowed to drive cars that are like speeding a bullet or something like that, then why shouldn't we be able to vote? And as an adult now, I look back on that and I was like, fuck, I didn't have any idea what's going on. I still don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's why I don't practice politics.
I'm well into my 40s at this point, folks, and I don't know anything about anything. Everything's a blur to me.
I don't even vote because of that.
Good. I'm so glad. Every day I wake up, I'm happy my best friend doesn't vote. I'm like, thank God. Meanwhile, I'm voting for everything.
You vote?
I voted once. And
I remember Diddy.
It was okay.
Diddy and Paris Hilton said "vote or die," and I was just like, "Hey,
I mean, shit.
Don't have to tell me.
All gotta die. You have a loaded gun in your mouth. Going after Carl Mookar.
You telling me I can solve all my problems
by voting? That's how we fix this.
Or dying?
Or dying. Yeah, is it fucked up that he's kind of right about the second part? Then, yo, man, you know all your problems go when you do that.
It's like, hey, you right.
You imagine if R. Kelly told people that?
I love getting people's responses who think they know politics real well.
Yeah.
And you tell them that you don't vote, and they're like, well,
why?
What do you mean? So you're the reason why so-and-so won? I'm like,
no, not really. Really, his PR team's the reason why he won.
They're usually like, don't you know it's your right as an American? I'm like, yeah, but it's also my right to practice not voting when I don't know what I'm voting on.
Yeah, my right is to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, man. I love that shit. I don't have to fucking vote to pursue that.
And what's the trade-off for voting? Jury duty?
Yep. You telling me I get to miss work and not get paid so I can sit in a seat? Do I get paid?
I think it's minimum wage.
Dude, get the fuck out. So I'm making less money. I have to dress up. I got to be around a bunch of other assholes that don't want to be there. And I got to listen about how like some dude didn't kill somebody. And I'm going to look at the person and be like, I don't know. Maybe he didn't. I got to worry about potentially releasing a convicted, like a murderer back on the streets by making a bad judgment call.
Oh, I saw.
Alright guys, I want to thank you for tuning in with us. Up next, we have Upstate, and it is by our favorite group on the podcast, Track Tribe.
Do you agree or disagree
All right, let's go.
that being a jury dutier should
Dutier.
should
Dutier.
be a job?
Being on jury duty is a job?
Like people can go and get their associates in jury duty
Jury.
and know the law, and then that's their job. They just listen to them.
I would actually love if I could be a professional jury duty person. That would be cool.
I would love to go to school for that.
Yeah, that'd be
That
neat.
sounds easy. Just listen.
2 years of my life wasted away so I can sit in a fucking suit.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Just listen.
Just listening.
And you know the laws.
Yeah.
And you know what's good evidence and who's lying and who's not lying.
Yep. I feel like the reason why that isn't the case, though, you'd have to worry about those people being bribed.
That's why I should always. Well,
Yeah. Think about it, Dom.
bribery's always a thing, isn't it?
You got me. I've been a professional juror for the last 30 years of my life, and you hit me up with $1,000. Like, make this go away, buddy. I'm like, hell, well, I might be able to. I don't know. I like how I just admitted on a podcast. I'd be willing to take a bribe. Yeah.
They are, man.
What?
Jury is
The jury's out.
no. It's like a good concept.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Well, thank you for listening again.
Yeah.
This is your boy Dom Nooch.
And this is your favorite little goblin, little cave dwelling, homunculus. So many titles. I'm going to stop there before I get too deep.
There it is.
There it is, and there it goes.